Joe Hillsman and Lewis Preston back here in our SUV TV courtside seats inside Lake Point Champion Center. I'm not sure. I'm baffled as to why they're not having a jump ball. But it is Norcross and Wheeler, and Norcross is in the blue. Wheeler is in the white. Wheeler, coach, lost their opening game to McEachern. Chance Moore, 32 points in that contest.
Joe Hillsman has all the nuggets. That's all I got to say.
Coach
all the
has
nuggets.
Nothing to say. We saw Norcross earlier. There is a float. It is up and in good. Max Harris with the first field goal for Wheeler, and it's off to a 2-0 start.
Let's see how Wheeler bounces back here versus Norcross.
JT Ding, a long three, no good. Rebound comes off, and here come the Wheeler Wildcats. Spin it up ahead. The Turtle. Turtle goes. That's Jaheim Hudson. Kicks it back out now, and they'll work it with A.J. Burke, who has a turnover. Span. Lennox lost it. Turnover. Hudson layup good. So Jaheim Hudson has Wheeler off to a 4-0 start.
Knowing Coach Thompson with how everything went down in this game earlier, he definitely wants that intensity to ratchet up 2 or 3-fold right now.
Indeed. Whistle call. London Johnson gets the start in this contest.
Not surprised by that.
Johnson, Harris, Ding, Span, and Flag. Harris drives, no. Rebound off to Caleb Washington. Washington up ahead to Isaiah Collier. Collier now over to A.J. Burke. Burke, long three out of the corner. Good, A.J. Burke.
Okay.
So now, remember, Norcross,
Yep.
they got off to a slow start in their first game. They wound up losing to South Cobb, but they made it interesting. Here's Harris on the jump off the curl, no. Rebound comes off A.J. Burke. Left hand dribble, head up. Burke pulls a three, and he is fouled. So A.J. Burke will go to the free throw line. Isaiah Collier, Caleb Washington, A.J. Burke, Jaheim Hudson, and Max Harris. The 5 on the floor for the Wheeler Wildcats. They are in the white threads. Jaden Harris, Lennox Span, Hezzy Flag, London Johnson, and Jerry Dean, the 5 on the floor for Norcross. I'm Joe Hillsman. He's Lewis Preston. Game number, what is this, 3? 4?
3.
Number 4.
4. Wow, forgot one already.
Burke free throw good. Time flies when you're having fun.
It is. Curious to see how Caleb Washington is over here.
Coming over from Pebblebrook. 9-0 start, quick for Wheeler. Good. Wheeler will be in 6A this year. They will not get to defend their 7A state championship. One of the rare times Wheeler drops in classification down to 6A with South Cobb and Cale in the same region. And we've seen South Cobb today, and we've got Cale coming later. Flag a 3. Hezzy Flag. Coach, it's your job. I want you to go find out what Hezzy's real name is.
I was going to go Hezekiah.
It might be. Touch pass, not good. Steal. London Johnson on the break. Johnson took the contact and won. London Johnson.
You want to know what I love about London Johnson right there? He never once took his eyes off the basket. He had his eyes on the prize the whole way, saw it in, has a chance at a three-point play.
But initiated the contact. 5.5, just to let you know, since we're in a new broadcast. 2 timeouts, both of them 20 per half, 30-second shot clock. And, of course, team fouls. At the 6th foul, it's the 1-and-1. At the 8th foul, it is a double bonus, and they reset at the end of the quarters. 8-minute quarters and 6 personal fouls. Just a quick little rundown of that. 5:32 to go. Head coach of the Wheeler Wildcats across the way, Larry Thompson. As I mentioned, they are the 7A state champions, and they will not get to defend it. And what a run, a 1-point victory over the Grayson Rams, who we will see a little later on today.
Exactly.
But Sam Hines, and I know you love Sam Hines. It'll be fun to see him at Denver this year.
It's going to be out there with Roscoe Eastman.
Exactly.
His former teammate, you know. I look for him to do big things out there at Denver this year.
Caleb Washington has it. Washington now in the corner To Isaiah Collier back outside. Jaheim Hudson trying to show the range. No, and the rebound comes off the flag. And Flag will put it on the floor as he comes across the timeline for this Norcross Blue Devil bunch. Flag in the previous game earlier today had 5 points. Norcross had 9 players score in their previous game today. London Johnson had 14. Alley, a little touch pass in. Isaiah Collier. Now, Collier, of course, played as a freshman last year, class of 2023, but didn't get to play down the stretch. Would have been able to play in the state championship game. Wanted to play, but was held out. So, yes, he's got the hardware, and yes, he was a part of that team. But, as the competitor inside of him, something else, might want to let you know that I can go and get it myself. Max Harris's foul. And he plays with Kanan Carlisle and Bruce Thornton. So
TSF.
Max Harris going to the free throw line. Got to see Max over the summer. Played with Hype Hawks for a little bit. He and Jaheim Hudson did. Free throw on the way, and it is good for Max Harris. Max his first points of the contest. It's an 11-5 game with 4:35 to go. Jerry Ding, by the way, had 11 in the last contest as he tried to get the box out. Max Harris free throw good. 12-5.
Looks like Wheeler's playing with a little bit different pop than they did when they came out against McEachin.
Cam Johnson, 0 is in the game. London Johnson on the reverse. He's out of the Tar Heel State. London Johnson.
So 2 names you gave me this morning. London Johnson and Kobe Davis.
Driving, and Isaiah Collier. I got another one for you later on, Coach.
Okay, I'll be ready.
Isaiah Collier with the first drive and score. And a steal from Harris and a foul. Kendrick Oliver has checked into the contest, and Norcross comes back in with the line change. So it will be Bond, Foster, Pope, Howard, and Mitchell, the 5 on the floor in the line change, and a foul by Bond out on Isaiah Collier. 14-7. Bond is actually kind of wanting to get up in the stuff of Isaiah Collier. Yeah. I like it.
Collier gave him a little love tap on that last one up in the chest. So.
Good show by Howard. Picked up the dribble was Collier. Now here's Max Harris around the Oliver screen in the corner. The 3 is on the way. It is off by Johnson, and the board comes off to Corey Pope. Pope, kickball by Caleb Washington.
I know the wind just keep blowing our papers, huh?
It's okay. Playing with the quickness and the speed.
We just both glad to have ball back.
I'm glad to have ball back with you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ditto.
We talked about consistency with Milton, Coach. Let's pay attention to this Norcross bunch and see what we see different from game 2. One thing I have seen the same is the hockey line changes remain.
Yes.
Here's Howard, Ja'Kai Howard, step back, a 3. Howard, good, nice shot, young one. Ja'Kai Howard, his first field goal. It's from distance.
Another one.
14-10. Oh, and Kendrick Oliver tried to go flying in and dunk it home. 3:04 to go.
My pet peeve keeps coming out.
Yeah.
How do we keep giving up transition easy buckets when we just scored down on the other hand? Somebody should already be back.
Free throw, Oliver, the lefty is in good. I don't know, Coach, when you show up, the lefties come out the woodwork.
Evidently. I might need to start an all-lefty squad.
That would be so tight. Free throw, no good. Who is that had a lot of lefties this year in the league? Mitchell jump stop, had it taken away. Outlet back out to Harris. Harris over to Collier, but Bond now recovers it. Bond quickly up ahead to Pope. Pope over to Mitchell. Mitchell catches, puts it on the floor, now puts it up. It hit the side of the backboard.
Wow.
Caleb Washington chases it down, but the pass is deflected, and Howard was out of bounds. Now, Caleb Washington been getting a lot of praise, and, of course, is a very, very good basketball player, has the upside there. I want to see it today.
Yes.
15-10.
Well, You can't be too cool for school today.
Good size from Washington.
Great
as
size.
well.
Great size. Everybody's told me from all the little birdies that I've talked to have said the motor. Got to see if the motor's consistent.
Bond is really giving Collier the business. He deflected that. It was a foul call. Five-point Wheeler advantage. Oliver again now going to the free throw line. So he's going and creating the opportunities for himself. 2:31 here in this first quarter. The first free throw is good from Kendrick Oliver. Oliver also out of Hype Hawks. Free throw. Rolled in good. Man.
Living right.
Living right indeed. 17-10, a 7-point advantage for Wheeler on Norcross. Two storied tradition basketball programs in the state of Georgia. The problem is Norcross doesn't have near as many titles as you think they should have. They got 5 though.
Huh. That's interesting.
Wheeler has 6. Or 7. Uh-oh, I'm losing count. And that basketball community is going to get me. It's 6 or 7. I know that much. They need 2 hands, put it that way. Bond, free throw, good. I apologize, Wheeler Nation. I lost count. And now here come the messages.
Right on cue.
Bond will go to the free throw line. Collier out, by the way.
Yeah.
He left it short. Rebound comes off Cam Johnson. Johnson comes across the timeline, now spins it. There's a right wing 3 on the way. No good. Rebound underneath. Turtle up, and he was fouled. Kyle Burns into the contest now. Older brother Kenny Burns was a member of the couple of Wheeler teams. Free throw, good from Jaheim Hudson.
I feel like Jaheim got a little bit bigger from last year. Shoulders filled out, broadened up a little bit.
Back iron, no good. Put back up, no. Here's Burns. Burns will retreat. He has Foster who gets the screen from Hudson. Burns a lot of dribbling, goes baseline, in the corner, open, Oliver a 3, it is good. So Kendrick Oliver has been vital off of the bench, and now the lead is at 10, 21-11. Bond quickly back, good touch pass, Foster a 3, it is short, rebound underneath in the paint, out of bounds, it will stay with Norcross.
I'm not sure sometimes some of these guys know where they're at on that three-point line.
No good. Hudson outletting, and Oliver goes up and shows his dunking ability.
Right.
Nice springs in the legs. There's Foster. And Justin Mitchell. Mitchell out of the double trouble program. 3 is blocked by Hudson. It is recovered. Here's Pope. Pope now in the corner. Foster, one dribble, pull up, forced it, did not get it to go. Rebound underneath and lost, and it's come out to Pope. Wow. Jamal Giles is in now, number 21 for Wheeler, and he was down there fighting for it. Justin Mitchell scores. Justin Mitchell, class of 2024, 6'3" guard. Contact. Giles fouled and will go to the strike.
It was good. It's gotten a little choppy, a little sloppy right now. Hopefully it'll take, as we get close to the end of this quarter right here, going into the second quarter, it can smooth itself out.
34 and 7, 10 seconds. Well, Coach Preston, are you saying that when Norcross shows up, the game is choppy? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying it,
okay,
but I'm thinking it.
Free throw, caroms off, no good. So missed them both. 23-13. Hudson now gets the rebound. Here's Cam Johnson. They have the final shot. Johnson on the attack anyway, and one.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson. Johnson out of TSF, a junior guard, and will go to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play.
Not surprised by that. Sometimes you got to forget about time and score. If you got a direct line to the basket, take it.
Exactly. He completes the three-point play. Norcross has been stuck on 13 a while. They're doubled up now, trailing by 13, and they fought for it. Hudson, Foster, jumper, blocked by Hudson, who got up off the floor. Hudson showing the motor. Hudson all the way.
Oh, wow.
Reverse good,
Wow.
Jaheim Hudson. He worked hard for that.
Yes, he did.
End of the first quarter. It is a 15-point advantage by the Wheeler Wildcats, 28-13. Coach, assessment.
Wheeler came out. Evidently, what happened to them in that first game against McEachin was discussed thoroughly. Came out. They were attacking the basket, playing with reckless abandon. I think if you look at Norcross here, I think that once London Johnson got those two fouls, it's kind of been a little bit different for them. So I'm just curious to see which Norcross team is going to come out, because I'm going to tell you, that Wheeler team you just saw to put 28 points up in the first quarter, they're going to keep playing that way.
Kedrick Oliver with 8, Jaheim Hudson with 5 to lead Wheeler. And London Johnson with 4 to lead Norcross. Only 5 scores for Norcross. 6 scores for Wheeler. It ballooned up to 15 fast. The second half, right to be here for you, in front of you. Now, Mike Richardson will get the start for Norcross in this second half. It's just an interesting rotation.
Second half and second quarter.
Second quarter, excuse me. Yeah. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
already in the second half. I'm like,
No, I'm sorry. Second quarter. Multitasking and got off track. Caleb Washington, who was quiet, turns. No good. Richardson gets the rebound. Richardson, another one of the Lewis lefties. Sherrill is in now. Jaden Harris, 3, good. So Jaden Harris, he gets the 3 to go, his first points of the contest. Corner, 3, good. A.J. Burke a triple. Burke now with 9.
yeah, we're not going to take and stop the penetration and transition. At least get over the shooters in the corners and make them take tough twos.
A minute and some change gone by. Larry Thompson, by the way, as I mentioned, the head coach over at Wheeler. He's entering his 3rd year. He won a championship in his 2nd year. I just know a lot of people just didn't know if he was going to be able to do that, and I reminded him of the 2 championships that he won at Green Forest.
Yeah.
And then people told me, well, this is not private 1A ball. And then I just rebutted, well, you didn't see his schedule at Green Forest. Green Forest, by the way, will be here on court 1 a little later on this afternoon.
Yes.
You see how I've worked those teasers in?
All over the place.
Richardson, a 3 out of the corner. I'm liking this Mike Richardson.
Yes.
33-19. I'm sorry, go ahead, Coach.
No, good call.
Offensive foul.
Actually stepped over half court first. I think what's very interesting is you started to talk about, and I'm really paying attention now with Wheeler especially and with Larry Thompson. What Larry did is he just very methodically built it. There were no shortcuts. There were, we heard rumblings here and there, but once again, he stayed true to who he was and true to his principles. And that game against Grayson, the state championship, we were both there. It was a great basketball game. Great basketball game. He did that without Isaiah Collier on the floor, too.
Free throw good. Got a big-time 3 from Max Harris, by the way.
Yeah, he sure did. But I tell you, that night, Sam Hines.
Yeah, man. Something special.
You talking about leaving your mark the last game of your high school career?
He
left it all out there. always have a fan in Lewis Preston, Sam Hines. That's all I got to say.
Burns gives it to Caleb Washington. Washington, almost cookies there, 33 to 21.
Third foul.
The difference is you get 6. So.
Okay. I heard you get a +1.
Coach Pack looking up and down the roster, so he's going to go get dinged. Here's Johnson across the line. Lane, no good. Rebound comes off to London Johnson. Now Johnson will come down here and get a hoop and a steal and a hoop and make you keep him in the game. Here's Harris. Worked on by Harris. Gets a screen. The roll was not there. Here's Richardson. Richardson turns. Gets it inside. Sherrill goes up. No. Hudson with the board. Hudson secures, and the pass was almost stolen by Hezzy Flag. So
good hustle right there.
London Johnson, with those 3 fouls will go to the bench.
And you have a choice.
Yep. And here comes Jerry Dean back in. Kyle Burns has it. 12-point Wheeler Wildcat lead. They led by 15 at the half. At the end of the first quarter. I can't get right. Flag, drives, knocked away, and Hudson comes away with it. 4 8-minute quarters. Washington out of bounds, and it goes off of Norcross. Hudson will take a seat. Giles will come back in.
I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
How's the talent looking here in Atlanta in this 2021-2022 class?
It's there.
There's 2 classes.
It's there. I mean, we're going to see the best player in the class and in the state in just a few hours. So, I mean, there you go.
And who is that in your mind?
Oh, Jabari Smith.
Who?
Jabari Smith. Yes, that Jabari Smith.
Mr. Sandy Creek himself.
Foul called as ding attacks.
Is he the best player in any class?
He's the best player in the state, Coach. Yes, in any class. He's the top 5 player in the country. Yes, in any class. In 3-on-3, he's the best player. Harris, no good. Rebound comes off. Big Isle. Up ahead, here's Cam Johnson. He got stronger, and he refined his game. And once he did that, I was like, yeah. Norcross spins it up ahead. Here's Jaden Harris. He goes in and scores. Jaden Harris. And I'm going to tell you something. I mentioned it earlier. Jaden has came on.
Yeah.
And he, as a senior, came over from Norcross as a sophomore from Stratford Academy, a GISA school. The talk was he could play. He was nice, and he has played very well. He was the only player in double figures in their quarterfinal loss to Grayson during the playoffs.
Nice.
So now just trying to build on that, and will be the integral part and leader of this Norcross Blue Devil basketball team.
So let me go ahead and make my statement about Jabari Smith.
Okay.
No doubt in my mind he's probably top 5 in the country.
Okay.
I just don't trust some of these dudes who put the right this stuff up. My eyes, until my eyes have seen it, I don't believe it. I trust your eyes. Are you taking the time on this?
Couple of hours would take care of that. I mean, you act like you didn't see what he did to Grayson last week.
I did.
He's better than that now, Coach.
Okay.
And you know what has made him better? You can walk in the gym with 35 and 40, but he's dimed that thing off a little bit more. He's added pieces and elements to his game, and I always reference how you say it. What's your counter move?
Right.
He's got a couple of counter moves now.
Okay.
Stop. Jumper. Good Burns, Kyle Burns.
Because he and Walker Kessler, when they went to put on a show together against each other last year now.
I'm trying to tell you, hated somebody had to lose that one, but
I sure did.
I'm glad Walker won it because I knew they needed to win that state title.
Yeah.
Out of bounds, turnover, Howard. This one, though, yeah, and now he's got the guard and Miles Rice.
Yeah. I heard a lot of good things about Miles Rice.
Man, he is a solid point guard. I mean, he played so well under so much poise and control during the travel ball season for the Celtics. It was nice. Max Harris drives and scores.
You know, I was thinking about what you just said.
Foul on
Jabari,
Oliver.
Miles Rice, you know, keep talking about this talent level. I keep going back. I think these guys are more fundamentally sound, too. You know, not relying just – they have the ability to do multiple things. We were able to see that this morning, especially watching Milton play up both their games. So
inside, layup, good, Jerry Dean.
that's a heck of a pass right there, and catch and finish, by the way, in those tighter quarters.
Because this is the other thing. You talk about the skill and the fundamentals. And I mentioned we're playing with the shot clock, and a lot of people talk about the kids can't play with the shot clock and this, that, and the third. Collier, no good. Guess how many shot clock violations we've had today through 4 games? Zero. I just don't want to hear the excuses no more. Inside, Ding scores.
I don't want to hear that we can't afford shot clocks when we build the indoor stadiums, practice facilities.
I mean,
I said it.
Max Harris went down the baseline. All right, don't let the people in Colquitt County hear you now down there in Moultrie. Coach, you go down there, man, they're going to take good care of you, okay? If Colquitt County basketball begins to rise, Camden County basketball got a little piece of it. If the South Georgia football strong schools begin to consistently be good in basketball, man, yo.
Oh, boy.
Inside, Turtle turns off the window, no Howard. Again, Coach, he put it on the floor.
Yeah.
Caught, stolen by Hudson, up ahead to Oliver, layup,
Nice.
and one Kedrick Oliver.
Nice. It's a nice pass ahead right there by Collier.
I know some people complaining because I say that, but it's just you allow the defense time when you make the unnecessary dribble.
And not only that, I go from being 6'8" to 4'8", 5'8", and then 6'8".
Oliver unable to complete the three-point play, but the rebound is there by Hudson. Taheem Hudson, man, is he playing with a hard hat on and a lunch pail on his shoulder?
Super hard hat.
A timeout call. This one is called by Norcross with 1:32 to go. Check it. It's called by Wheeler. Wheeler out of timeouts in the first half. 1:32 to go to a 13-point advantage, 41-27.
It's going to be a different kind of coaching is going to happen the rest of the way now, huh? Should be interesting.
Baseline out of bounds. Collier will be the trigger. In the Hudson, Howard contested him. Senior working on a freshman, and the freshman got a piece of it. The freshman showing spry legs, up and in. The veteran, Jaheim Hudson, scores. He's got 7 in the contest. 43-27, Bond catches, London Johnson travel. Tip out of bounds. As Collier had it knocked away, Ja'Kai Howard has showed in his youthfulness that there's an open door. Foul. Harris took contact and is fouled.
Do such a good job of keeping your feet in front of your, player right there. You don't need to create a cheap foul. Just keep your hands up.
1:02 to go. 43-27. turtle is at the free throw line, Jaheim Hudson. For the makers of Gatorade, Bolt 24 provides advanced hydration for the 24/7 athlete. All-day hydration for the all-day athlete. You can find Bolt 24 fueled by Gatorade at most major retailers. Visit Drink Bolt 24 and check out the product locator to find Bolt 24 near you. Free throw no good from Hudson. It was the 1-and-1. It's a 43-27 contest. There's Foster. Foster to Johnson. Johnson hesitates, now goes off the window.
Wow.
London Johnson.
Wow.
So Johnson has 6 in the contest.
Wow.
I like the aggression that he played with right there as well. Here's Collier. There's 33 seconds. Goes around the screen. Inside and a foul call. And the foul is on Norcross. It'll be the 1-and-1 coming up for Jaheim Hudson, who just missed the front end of the 1-and-1.
That's London Johnson's 4th foul.
No. That's who they called it on?
That's who was defending it.
Oh, my goodness. Coach my other eyes when I do the multitasking. Hudson's free throw good.
Teamwork makes the dream work. At least that's what I heard last week.
44-29. Second free throw is no good. So Foster gets the rebound. Now here's Spann. Lennox drives, layup good. Lennox Spann, his first field goal. It's only 13, Coach. Does it feel 13?
Feels like 25.
It does. Final seconds of this first half. Harris, the Washington, lost it out of bounds with 1 and 7/10 seconds, and Wheeler will have that long to get it off before the end of the first half and second quarter. Washington into Harris. Harris put it up, and it was rejected by Bond, and we are at the first half. A rough first half for the Norcross Blue Devils as Wheeler leads 44-31. Joe Hillsman, Lewis Preston, glad that you're with us. And our SUV TV courtside seats inside the Lake Point Champion Center right here in Emerson, Georgia. 44-31. Coach, our second look at Norcross, first look at Wheeler. Both of them coming off a loss, but Wheeler plus 13 in that first half.
I think Wheeler had a stern talking to after that first game, and they came out really attacking and being aggressive. Norcross hasn't played bad. It's just Wheeler's played out up to the expectations that we've all thought they have the ability to do. So see how they come out the first couple minutes here in the third quarter.
Mitchell, 3 out of the corner, no good. Max Harris got the rebound, and they are in possession. 7.5 to go in this third quarter. Collier, cut off. Harris goes baseline and scores. Max Harris. Harris now with 8 points in the contest.
Man, it was a great aggressive drive.
Washington, long pass. Harris saved it. Inside, underneath. It was blocked from behind by Aiden Sherrill.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I don't think I've seen this much passing ahead in high school basketball in a while.
Oh, my. Big words coming from Coach Lou Preston.
I don't know if they're big words, just a factual statement.
Top side, 3, Harris, good.
Okay.
Max Harris warming to the task now. And the lead balloons out 49-31. The mercy rule is 30. Mitchell falls down on the drive. Picked up by Hudson. Leak out to Washington. He blew the dunk. Collier recovers and scores. Washington, by the way, a very suspect game. Only 2 points.
Yeah.
6.5. A lot of upside. Richardson, 3, no. Rebound comes off to Hudson. Hudson to Collier. Collier into the front court. Collier drives. Layup good. Isaiah Collier.
Looks like Norcross has kind of thrown the towel in right here. Hope I'm wrong on that.
Harris is fouled as he goes to the hoop.
Because this thing is ballooned to 22 pretty quick. 10-0 run.
Very quick.
I got some of my college coaches buddies asking me how the talent is up here. I just told them. They need to get the stream.
That Rolodex is loaded. That's Coach Lewis Preston. I'm Joe Hilsman. Glad that you're with us. Topside 3 by Lennox Spann is good. Lennox Spann, his second field goal. He has 5 in the contest. And that cuts it now to 53-34. Spann comes away with it. Right side, hesitation, drive. Not there. Rebound comes off to Collier. That was Bond that went on the attack. Here's Burns in the corner. Kyle Burns. Step back. A 3. It is off the hill of the rim, and the rebound comes to Ja'Kai Howard. Howard to Bond. Bond on the attack, and it's foul. Bond has been aggressive in his minutes we've seen him play today.
He's been very aggressive, keeping his head up, getting to the basket, forcing you to make foul calls.
Bond first free throw on the way. No good. He is 1 of 3 on the day from the free throw line. Free throw, Bond, good. So he split them, and it's 53-35. Here's Cam Johnson into the forecourt. Goes around the screen. Johnson, nice move in the air and finishes. Cam Johnson has 7.
Nice job going from that right hand to the left with the defense rotating over right there.
Deep 3, Harris caroms off, no good. It is a 20-point ball game. 3 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Johnson jumper, no good. Lennox Spann on the glass. Giles gets the rebound. And now in transition, Wheeler, man, they are just toying around right now with the Norcross Blue Devils. Page on that last hoop. No, that was Oliver on the last hoop. Page on the assist.
Yep. And
Oliver now has 12 points. 57-35. Getting a good look now at Arden Page, a 6'7" forward, class of 2023, and also Jamal Giles, a senior from Hoop Hawks. So now we're getting a little peek into that Wheeler Wildcat bench. Wheeler has been in control from the beginning, and Cam Johnson drives. There's an up fake and scores. It is almost just too easy right now for Wheeler.
Yeah.
Norcross has 2 timeouts remaining, and they will go back with the hockey line change, which has been their style today.
Yeah.
4:08 to go. Foster, Ding, Pope, Flag, and Johnson, the 5 that check back in for the Norcross Blue Devils. Here's Johnson. Screen from Ding. He wasn't set. He could have got hit with a foul.
Absolutely.
Contact. Flag, layup, scoop, no, tip, follow, yes.
Flag's come out playing hard and attacking the basket all game as well.
He has. He has 5 points in this contest, had 5 in that contest. In the earlier contest, in a loss to South Cobb, Giles dunks. And it's 61-37. Here's Johnson. Johnson on the drive. Corner 3, good. A 3 ball from Corey Pope. His first field goal. 21-point ball game. Burns. Now to Giles on a cut to Oliver and a whistle. Substitution now.
Yeah.
Harris, Washington, and A.J. Burke check back in.
Tell you one thing, Wheeler's got some length.
Very much so. Long length. Here's Washington. Oh, Burke, 3, good. Off the bench and into the scorebook just like that, A.J. Burke.
That's just not acceptable right there if I'm Coach McMillan.
Burke with 12 in the contest now. Here's Flag. He pulls a 3. It is badly missed, and Max Harris rebounds out of the guard spot. 2:46 to go. It is a Wheeler Wildcat rout. Up by 24 and a traveling violation. Dean catches, back to the basket, cross-court pass, and Harris tipped it into the bench. It'll stay with
there.
Norcross.
It's a great example of seeing ball you man being 2 passes away.
Ding turns, no good. Rebound, up, no, could not get it to go. Was Pope, and it's out of bounds. Pope crashing the glass and being active last couple of minutes.
Yeah. Wasn't a very good out-of-bounds play right there.
Collier across the timeline. It is a 24-point advantage for Wheeler. They have led from the beginning. Collier now to Burke. Good shooting stroke. Good firm. A.J. Burke is finding the bottom of the net.
Like he shot that knowing the ball was going in.
Yes, indeed.
Man, he was 2 feet off that three-point line.
Yeah, 15 in the contest. 147. Mitchell, no. Rebound to Max Harris. Harris drops it off. Washington, no. Save. Washington was out of bounds. And let's see. Burke goes out now. Burke's got the hot hand. Page is in. Mitchell in the corner. There's Ding. Going to try to show the corner range. It's no good. Long board. Page gets it, secures it. And now gives it to Collier. Collier lost it off of his knee out of bounds with 1:07 to go. In this third quarter, Wheeler a 27-point advantage. Flag. A late whistle there and the foul called on Isaiah Collier with 59 and 4/10 seconds. Three ball from Pope, no good. Rebound with Mitchell underneath. Mitchell turns and works on Washington, no. Page, good hustle and saves it to Collier. Collier lead pass to Oliver, gathers and dunks. It's a 29-point lead. The route is on. Half a minute to go. Foul call as Ding was on the attack. Shot clock will be turned off. Green Forest and Sandy Creek coming up next right here on court one. And that will be followed by Grayson and Cale, Newton, Sandy Creek, and Collins Hill, Cale for the afternoon portion.
So I hope you brought a lunch pail.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
But it's about that time. 106 to go.
At the rate we're going, we're gonna have to eat on the fly.
Hey, sometimes that's the reward.
Yes, sir.
Harris on the drive. I mean, it's Sunday afternoon and the lane has been open like a Sunday stroll. 31 points. We are now in mercy rule action. And that is the end, mercifully, of the third quarter. 71-40, Wheeler on top.
If you're willing to listen.
It just seems like it's I can't find the adjective other than it does seem foul ballish from Norcross.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
Washington. And could be the Wheeler just hungry off of losing to McEachern
Right.
Just a little while ago over on court 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, Chance Moore, I mentioned, handed them 32. Caleb led them in scoring in the previous game.
Why are they stopping the clock?
I do not know. Or are they discussing?
There is nothing to
discussing
discuss.
the shot clock.
Oh.
But they're going to leave it at 6.
Should leave it at 6 and let's play.
Concur. 2020 Georgia Elite Fall League right here on SUV TV inside Lake Point Champion Center, Emerson, Georgia, just north of Atlanta. We're technically in Bartow County, and if you put 1 foot to the right of the building, you're in Cobb. You put 1 foot to the left, you're in Cherokee. If you walk backwards, you're in Bartow, and there's a lake somewhere around here too.
Yeah. Not that far from Paulding County either.
Do you fish?
Very rarely.
Okay.
I eat fish.
I don't know what made me think I've never asked you that. Howard, Oliver. Yeah, I enjoy fishing myself.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fish to dine at?
I like trout.
Okay.
Some catfish every once in a while. A good friend of our family, Marcus Combs, made some fish in jambalaya Labor Day.
Max Harris drives and scores.
So.
Have you had swordfish before?
I have not.
Man, I was in Boston and had swordfish and some good stuff.
Okay.
I would say I'm a salmon guy, a mahi-mahi guy, sea bass.
Nothing wrong with a little black and mahi-mahi.
Yes, indeed.
Nice pass.
Underneath, Oliver scores.
It's a nice pass by Isaiah Collier right there.
5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining of garbage time. A 3 is good from Flag. And Wheeler just asked to call timeout. They don't have any. You used them in the first half. Mark Edwards. I can't say nothing. He up 35. He's having a conversation with the ref. We all are. Oliver inside scores. A 37-point advantage. Dean, no good. Outlet page, and now here comes Collier. Collier, alley up to Oliver. You know, Oliver's going to have enough to send out, you know. .424 and substitutions. For 1 second, I thought it had been called. For 1 second, I did. And I forgot Norcross makes the full line substitution.
Yeah.
Here's Pope to Span, Bond, Foster, and Richardson, the 5 on the floor for Norcross. Halfway gone in this fourth quarter, which will be over in 3 minutes and 50 real-time seconds. Foster, the Span. Norcross has never been in this. They got down to South Cobb and came back and tied it. Alley, no oop, and Richardson gets the board. And in this contest, Wheeler jumped on him 7-0, and that has been it.
Right.
Different teams look for different things, but you kind of don't want to look up and see a 39-point deficit.
No. I don't care who you are. And the games up to this point have been very good. So
Norcross with 3 points in this
the whole second half.
quarter. No,
Oh, quarter.
it's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
Factually, it's 3, 6, 9, 10, 12 points in the second half.
Okay.
Factually. Kyle Burns in and Isaiah Collier out. 3 ball. Good. That young man is really, really.
Yes.
A.J. Burke, I put that on everything. 85-43. A drive and score span. Out of bounds.
So let's see. London Johnson, Kobe Davis,
Okay.
and A.J. Burke. There's 3 names you've thrown out there today to me. And you're 3 for 3 in your assessment/evaluation.
Oh, well, if he plays in the next game, Mr. Chol.
Who?
Mr. Chol. C-H-O-L. You're going to enjoy him, sir. I can't give you Chase Cormier. You know him.
I know Chase. Yeah, come on.
Span missed the free throw. And here comes Jaheim Hudson. And one. The facial on Samarion Bond. I love the hustle, though, and the heart from Bond. And that play sums up this game.
Yeah.
And Hudson is at the free throw line and will complete the 3-point play. Bond, back with anger, scores his first field goal. Cam Johnson, no good. Rebound comes off. Final 35 seconds. Bond back again with more anger, no good. Rebound comes off to Hudson. They are trying to, they wanted to hang a yard on him. That's what they wanted to do. Page scores. 90, Bond, no, and a whistle call, and that whistle is warranted.
At least this will be the last 2 free throws of the game.
You see what I'm doing, right?
I know. Tallying it up, getting ready for the next one.
The ball game is over, and it is a 90-50 victory where they're going to give Bond the last couple of free throws here out of respect. Nope, they're not. 90-50. It was all Wheeler. 20 points from Kedrick Oliver. Cam Johnson had a pretty good day. Let's see, 6, 8. He had 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 players scored for Wheeler in a 40-point route.
Yeah.